So in today's video, I'm going to be doing something slightly different. I'm going to be watching back the video with you and talking to you about what I see or what even I didn't see. Things that I missed out on that I could have taken pictures of, and things maybe I could have spent more time on. Always trying to improve myself. I think it's really important to look back on your pictures and see where you can improve. And if you improve 0.5% or 1% each time, you're definitely heading in the right direction. One of the main reasons I'm doing this is because when I'm out with the GoPro on my chest, half of my energy is there speaking to you guys. I'm explaining what's going on, I'm talking about my settings and so on, and I'm not quite in that flow state. With this sort of video, I'm trying to get more into that flow state and talk about what I see and what I'm doing afterwards when I'm back in the studio. Okay, let's jump in and take a look. So here we are, we're just starting off in central London. It's a beautifully sunny day. I'm looking for the spots of light that are interacting with the shadow and looking how people are interacting with that frame. I like how the sun is reflecting off the metal plaque there on the building. It's definitely a portrait, and I'm just observing and seeing how people are interacting. So just warming up, just taking a picture, checking my settings, checking the picture is nice and sharp, adjusting my settings, get in the frame of mind of checking your pictures after you take them, especially when you're warming up, especially when you're in a new environment. Check that everything is crisp and sharp and the way you like it, and then move on once you're satisfied. So just moving on, I like the way the light's behaving over here. I can see a few different things. There's a guy sat in front, he's kind of worshipping the sun, you could say, or sunbathing, and there's a guy on the phone in the background, and I like the way that old English street lamp has a wonderful shadow here. So I'm just going to try and get this guy and this shadow of the street lamp, and I think that worked out really well. It was just a one shot. I didn't hang around too much. I could have got in from another angle, but I was pretty happy with that shot. Again, just checking my image, checking that I'm happy with it. If I wasn't, I'd go back. Here, this beautiful street. In London, when it's sunny like this, you get these lovely narrow streets with the sun shining down. And here, this guy was sort of washing his car and spraying water everywhere. I had to sort of back my way up because the water was heading towards me. And I didn't want to get it all over the camera and the lens. But these first two shots, I didn't post them up because they didn't look great, but there's a couple that are coming that I think look pretty good. We're shooting directly into the sun, so there's lots of brightness in the sky, and the way it's reflecting off the black car, the contrast looks really good in this picture, I think. So happy with that. Turning around and moving on, we're heading towards Soho now. But I really like this image. I like the brightness and the contrast of the light and the dark. Checking my images again, just checking how we've started, checking the settings, and I enjoyed those two images, especially the guy on his phone with the sort of old school street lamp, and this one that we just took here. I enjoyed both of them. Here we got a ray of light, very narrow ray of light, so it's like a path of light almost. So I'm just framing it as I like, getting my composition, just gonna adjust my settings, and then I'm just waiting for the right thing to happen. Exposing for the light, always expose for the light. Quite like that first picture we got, but I think for this image, like somebody walking into the light, and I just want a rim of light on them. That's what I'm waiting for. Somebody walking towards the camera in this situation wouldn't be as good. I think this shot comes out pretty well. That shot right there. So already we've got 3 shots that I really like. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this type of photography. It's something that I really enjoy. If it's something that you enjoy as well and you want to get involved in, make sure you join the Facebook group. It's currently open. It will be closing at some point. And in there you can post your pictures, interact with myself and other like-minded people, and find out about the workshops that are upcoming. So I like the bunch of pictures that I got here. I'm just flicking through them, seeing if I like them, seeing if they're sharp. If I'm happy with what I've got, I'm gonna move on. If not, I'm gonna hang around. I'm happy with what I've got, so I'm gonna move on. Really like this bit of light here against this door. It's a broken light. It's not got that sharp edges, so it's parts of it are sharp and parts of it are soft, so it creates this beautiful pattern. Again, I'm getting framing that I like, adjusting my settings, and then I'm waiting for the right thing to happen. And I remember this, I was standing on the opposite side of the road. I'm kind of in the middle of the path. I can't go on the road because cars are turning left. I get my feet run over, and I'm standing in the middle of the path on the opposite side of the road, and it's a narrow path, so people are kind of walking in front, walking around me. People are kind of mumbling, a little bit annoyed, but I'm just in my own zone. I'm not making eye contact with anybody else. I'm just concentrating on my photography. I'm in a flow state. Nothing else matters. And that's one of the beauties of photography. It's almost like, well, it is for me, it's like a meditation. Once I'm in that flow state, I forget about all my worries, I forget about my environment, I forget about everything. It's just me and light. And seeing how I can capture that light in a way pleasing to me. So just searching for some more light here. I like the way the light is falling on this side of the road, the leading line, so it kind of leads your eye into the frame. So I'm just framing it up, again getting my settings, and I'm just waiting for the right thing to happen. It's not fantastic, that one, but I still enjoy it. Again, I'm just checking my images, making sure it's nice and sharp, making sure I'm happy with the composition, and then I can move on. So we're just heading down Brewer Street in the sunshine, and I noticed this guy across the road standing on the corner. He's smoking a cigarette, and I wanted to get like a silhouette, a little bit of glisten of sun off the back of his head maybe, and maybe a puff of smoke. So I try and sneak up behind him and take a quick picture. Here we go. And it's nice. I've got a silhouette of him, leading lines heading away, and that little bit of sun reflecting off his back. It would have been nice to have gotten a puff of smoke, but it's still a good picture. So it's quite good looking back at these videos, because I noticed there's lots of things that I could have taken pictures of that I've missed. So it really does help me see the day, the environment in a different light, because obviously when you're there, there's a lot more going on. There's traffic, there's people, there's road, there's the light is changing, there's my own energy, there's sometimes I'm getting text messages and phone calls. There's lots going on. So looking back in a more comfortable environment, I can see a lot more. So it will help me next time when I'm out to look at things in a different way. I really like these type of shots, shooting directly into the sun. You get some beautiful shadows. Beautiful silhouettes. So as you can see, I quite like this frame. I like the brightness of the sky, the way it's breaking through the buildings, breaking through the clouds. Some amazing silhouettes. It's a little bit busy. It would be nice to have single people like this shot right here. So I'm just hanging around and waiting for the right thing to happen. Sometimes you have to hang around for a long time. Sometimes you just take that quick picture and it's fantastic straight away. So I just move on. But here I haven't quite got the picture that I'm looking for. So I'm just hanging around and waiting for the right thing to happen. So I found this little corner here. I think this is the corner of Air Street. I love the way the sun is breaking on this corner, so I frame it the way I like. And bang, my first shot, I got this guy perfectly in stride with the sun shining on his face. So as I said before, sometimes you get that magical picture straight away, and other times you can hang around for half an hour, 45 minutes, and you just don't get the picture that pleases you. This woman walking directly into the sun, you'd make it for a good picture. I think that turned out pretty well. London's just such a fantastic place to take pictures of. When it's sunny, it's amazing. When it's cloudy and moody, it's amazing. So many different things to take pictures of, different types of photography that you can do in London. It's just a fantastic zoo. Nice, I really like that picture. The guy sitting on the bench looking away, the woman walking past, caught her in her stride, silhouette. There's a great contrast of highlights and shadow in the image. I think it works really well. I'm just heading into the park now, looking for the sun. So as I make my way into the park, you can see this beautiful ray of sunshine just coming down the street and illuminating the park. It looks fantastic. Unfortunately, the grass was wet and quite muddy, otherwise I would have gone into that ray of light, that path of light, and caught some of the people on the benches, but it was just too muddy. Should have bought my wellies here. So here I'm just trying to capture silhouettes of the people sitting on the benches looking into the sun, and then I noticed this beautiful pattern of the trees against the sky, and because of the directional light coming straight down into the camera, it's a silhouette of the branches against the beautiful highlights of the sky, and the last image, I think it just comes out beautiful. I might actually print this and frame this. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this style of video where I'm talking over what I see as I view it with you. Let me know what you think in the comments about this video and about this style of video. If it's something that you enjoy, I will produce some more of them. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below, and do join the Facebook group. It's currently open for people to come and join. It will be closing at some point. In the Facebook group, you can have direct access to me. You can ask me any questions that you like. You can also post your own pictures and get feedback from me and other members of the group. Connect with other photographers just like yourself, and hear about meetups and workshops that will be coming soon. So until the next time, get out there and take those photos.